Okay, hi. Today I'm at the ESP Gallery in Marrickville at an exhibition by Steven
Fasan.
Steven Fasan.
Yeah, that's right.
How are you, Steve?
I'm good, thanks.
You were telling me that this particular work was a real inspiration to kickstart the whole range,
Yes,
body
that's
of work.
right.
Can you explain what it is?
Well, that was the first one. The image of the bulletin, the cover of the bulletin,
Right.
was I've had that image since 1989. I was teaching a class in high school where I guess we were doing collage work, and at the end of the session, there were lots of papers left over, and lots of pages, lots of cuttings. And most of it was destined to the bin, recycle bin, and but this one was left as is, and so I haven't touched that image at all. That's how I found it left in.
The eyes were cut out, and
the eyes were cut out.
So you didn't do that, but you just kept it.
I just kept
it.
The image.
It's very powerful, very unsettling. Yeah.
So it's an absolute found image.
Right.
The student, the student artist definitely wanted the eyes and the mouth.
Okay. For a different work, yeah.
I'm not too sure what he was going to do with the nostrils.
Yeah.
But so that's how the image came, and also the image behind the front page was there as well.
I can see Newsweek or something. Yeah.
So it was that was the image. How it came to me, how I found it, and I kept that image, and thinking that it was good just in itself. I really appreciated that image.
So, but juxtaposing it with an official letter from the government, an important message. Is there a further narrative you're building, or?
Well, the byline, if you call it a byline on the bulletin, how to tell if you're going mad, and what will happen when you do. I think, during the Howard years, we were definitely going mad, slowly going mad, and so much so that sort of the important message from the then Prime Minister John Howard that I definitely wasn't going to open up the packet.
Right.
I was mad enough.
No, I think you're right. That's how I felt when I was getting important messages from John Winston. Now,
that's right.
The next image which I fell in love with was on a purely emotional level is this one, because there's something here which I haven't seen for a number of years.
Oh, okay.
The $1 note.
The $1 note. Yeah.
And it was look how small and humble it is. It's not even colourful. It's brown. It's just such a sweet little thing, which was superseded by $1 coins. It's like an old friend you haven't seen for 20 years. You suddenly see them on the street, and here we are. We've got other images or magazine images. We've got a paint colour chart. We've got a kind of cut up cubist sort of. Why the joining of the images?
Why the joining of the images?
Well,
it basically stemmed from a conversation that I had with a friend of mine at that time, and his argument was that artists are real artists when they're making money, when they're selling.
Oh, okay.
And so it was a polemic of art versus money.
So you've got the Pollock,
and
being so expensive, and
because I remember the outrage when Whitlam bought that piece.
Drunks did it. Yeah. I was living in Canberra at the time. I was probably about 12 years old, but I vaguely was aware of all the
So I wonder these days, considering what the blue pulse is worth these days, $1 million is
chicken feed.
Chicken feed.
So this is like a survey of history. I mean, that I can relate to. Pop images plus political history over about 25 years. Now that's what I really like and can relate about the show. Now here's Saint Nick with a few ads for an amplifier.
Yeah.
And you need an ear test as often as an eye test. An official government chart.
Yeah.
So the way you mix up pop images with official, messages, images, is really, it makes you think. It makes you try and work out the connections. Now, What's your reason behind this one?
Well, this one here is stems from over recent years. Focus is starting to switch towards men's health, particularly with prostate cancer, and where it's quite a high number of men die of prostate cancer a year. And until sort of recent years, nobody knew anything about it.
Right.
And then there's that
men don't like to go. They don't like going to the doctor.
That's
and feeling vulnerable and
So they rather not know what's wrong with them than go to a doctor.
Excellent.
And,
so moving past the dartboard with real darts coming out of the work.
Absolutely, very dangerous.
We'll go down to another section of the show. We've got little ceramic animal heads and a target, which is sold. Congratulations.
Thank you very much.
Drunks could have done it. You know, Sarah Palin and McCain, just
when you think you've seen all the weirdest things possible in the world,
that kind of turned crazy. That kind of turned crazy. She's written a book, it's coming out. It's called Something Came From Wasilla, in Alaska. So you've gotten. Your work, you're drawn to dramatic, controversial subject matter through the media, sexualisation of young children with this piece.
That's right, and they came about mainly through the Bill Henson saga. So that idea sort of fostered these works
But look at this. But Steve, we live in a sexualised, media saturated world, don't we?
Of course.
And there's Elle, who makes it kind of better, but isn't really.
No, it's much of the same thing. But,
a good-looking girl selling underwear.
Selling underwear.
Well, you've got to sell underwear, I suppose. You've got to wear underwear,
And this is my victory over. The huge corporations. I never ever thought that I'd ever get any money back from Telstra, but they sent me a cheque for $65.01.
Excellent. Now here we go. Yeah, here's another unexpected thing. There's your cheque, which you haven't even cashed. You're so passionate about found objects. You haven't even cashed this cheque.
Well, I know, and I do need the $65.01.
Where is that? There it is.
I'm so out of touch with reality, like Buzz Lightyear.
Perhaps.
Maybe.
That's what I like. It's daring work and with humour, but I just wanted to talk about this, especially Steve, because this was the other emotional. I got these emotional. I wasn't expecting to come in here and be emotionally engaged with kind of work, but only because here we have two images of a young Richard Burton and a young Elizabeth Taylor. I don't know. I just thought of those two people. They were so beautiful and talented. And great actors, they just lived and breathed theatre and then movies, compared to who we have celebrities nowadays,
it's changed completely. Celebrity film stars, celebrities, it's all changed.
Well, if you're talented and you work hard and fair enough, it's but God, they were fantastic actors. And I just felt sorry. I just missed this guy in particular. I actually listened to Under Milkwood this morning.
Excellent.
And just to hear his voice,
Yeah. Well, I did hear somebody mention sometime, years ago, that Richard Burton's accent was as close to proper English as you can get.
Well, what do you mean proper English?
Well, proper sounding.
What, as spoken
as in spoken
in Shakespearean times, or
that I don't know.
Because I've heard another theory that they say that Indians actually enunciate the clearest English.
I haven't heard that one.
Yeah, so and I've also heard another theory that American theatrical actors, their accents is closer to how the Shakespearean people would have sounded, rather than what English actors sound today with their plummy accents.
Yeah.
So that's interesting.
It is interesting, yeah. Language is interesting.